And this is Todd. And today, as many of you guys know from my previous video yesterday, we are going to do some work on this Teela. So one of my biggest complaints about this Teela is how high her forehead is. And I've had a lot of people contact me and say, no, it's supposed to be that high. And people have said things like, one, I'm a hairstylist, it's supposed to be that high. Another says I'm an artist, the eyes are supposed to be in the middle. Well, I did reference some of my artist books, and sure enough, they are right. The eyes are supposed to be in the middle, but the eyes are in the middle of the top of the forehead where the hair goes, not in the hairline of the front. So, if you take a look at these eyes, the middle of it is actually in the hairline, not in the top up here, which should be about right here. So this has to go down to about right there to be more accurate on how it should look. So, with that in mind, it's going to take a long time to get her head to the point of taking her hair off. So I'm going to go ahead and dump her into the hot water right now. Right now, she's going into the hot water. Ah, here she goes. Oh, here she goes. Bloop. Watch out, boy. Oh, wait. Anyway, so there we go. Now we have a headless Teela. And I was kind of contemplating, should I drop the head in before the video starts so it's ready to go? And I thought, nah, we'll just wait. By the power of the forehead. Let me see if I can find one of my art books. I'm knocking my lights into the shades. No. Yeah, I don't see it now. I used to have an art book on how to draw faces in this little cupboard here, but I must have given it to one of my kids or my grandkids or somebody. All right, so let's see who's online. Hey, Dorky Hippie 81. Thanks for joining us. Hyperdelic, thanks for being here. If you guys don't know who Hyperdelic is, he is the guy who helped me with some of the voices in my awesome stop motion. He was the voice of Too Bad and some of the guards. Juan Solo says, I love her just the way she is. And then Anthony's on here. He says, hello, Todd. How you doing? I am doing good. And then Los Adventurous says, hi, let's operate. Pulled out the scalpel. All right, I can see some bubbles forming around her head. She is hopefully going to come apart very quickly, and this will be really good if she does. It's funny, my wife asked me, she goes, how long is that video going to be? I said, well, it depends on how easy her hair comes off. And kind of a weird thing. It's funny, too. I went online to figure out what I should call this video. I really want to call it plastic surgery because she's plastic and it's surgery. And I actually had the generator for Google tell me that that's a bad choice of words because toys should not have plastic surgery. And also the term plastic surgery is taboo. So I don't know how many hits I'm going to get, but I'm keeping it plastic surgery. The AI is just going to have to deal with it. We'll see how much Google lets it go through. If it's going to allow me to keep plastic surgery or what. Okay, this is not boding well. I can see that her headband here is a different piece of rubber. But you know what? I need to get my other glasses. I'm going to toss this back in here. I go grab my better glasses. I knew there was something I was forgetting. And you guys can stare at the boiling head. Forgot to get my glasses so I can see. Okay, I got my better glasses. See, that's the problem with live videos. I thought I had all the tools I needed all ready to go, and I forgot my eyesight. So here are my better spectacles. I used some heat shrink tubing on them so I can tell the difference between the ones that or higher magnification or not. Whew. Now I can't see your comments. Okay, let's go ahead and get that head out of there. Again, maybe the hair will come off easier. Now, we've had this problem in the past with He-Man. I actually have a website. My website, it's called Hair Club for He-Man or something like that, to be kind of funny. And it's how to fix your classics He-Man hairline, because some of them had a really large forehead. Okay, the hair is separate. That's good. I can just break that glue. Now, I don't want to ruin her face at all. I mean, the actual face looks really good. It's just, I just want the hairline to be lower. And so to do this, we have got to get the hair off the best we can. Oh, Mattel, you're using more glue than you used to. Okay. You will jam that one right there. And I got another screwdriver. Jam on it. Jam on it. Jam on and on and on and on it. Body of Teela, just wait right there. You're going to be used later. Ugh. Actually, that went in really far. Oh, I felt some glue break. That's a good sign. Glue breakage is always good when you're trying to get these things apart. But it looks like... Let's get that back in there. Do a little twist. Oh, we shall get this hair off. Now, one time I did a hair replacement on a figure. It ended up looking like they were wearing a wig when I was done, and that was bad. So we don't want to give the wig look, but her hair already looks a lot like a wig anyway, so we shall see how this all unfolds. Back to dunking. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Dunk your Teela head. Dunk your Teela head. Try working the sides, less glue. Okay, let's try that out here. It's so tight on there. So tight. It's like they have this spot in there where they actually have the hair going deep inside the side. Right there. We can get this. We can do it. We have the technology. Bonk, 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 bonk. That always helps to knock out the patient first before you continue on with the surgery. Come on, Teela. Give me your hair. Oh. All right. Well, that is looking very promising on this side. You know, I should have brought some more super glue in so when I was done changing her hairstyle, I could glue it back on. Oh well. Maybe we'll leave it removable so we can swap out the hairdo with a different hairdo. That could be kind of fun. This rubber just keeps cooling down really fast. More hot water. Ooh, that screwdriver's hot. Oh. careful. This rubber's really thin on the side of this head here. Ugh. Ho ho. Ho ho ho. So I used to watch this cartoon with my son. I forgot what it's called. I think it was Arabian Nights. I'm not sure. But I remember this one guy was like, ho ho ho, little masters. And it was kind of a fun. He was like a genie guy. And he had the 2 golden wristbands like He-Man does, the big genie guy. And I just remember always saying that when my son and I are watching it. We used to watch it on Boomerang. Boomerang. I think I saw the show before that when I was younger myself, but I never really got into it, so. All right. Almost. Almost. Oh, I got it. Hooray. Hooray. Her hair looks like alien or something. Okay. So let's first look inside here and see how you want to do this. A couple ways to do this. One is to sand her head, and the other way is to sand the inside of the hair, and then that will make it sit lower. Now I know with He-Man, his problem was that his hair had to be sanded. So I'm going to first sand the inside of the hair and see if we can just get it to sit lower, and maybe even roll it forward a little bit so it's forward and down. So I'm going to also sand the back side of this right here. So now you have our game plan. Let's go ahead and get some tools and let's get on it. Let's get it started now. All right, so let's see, what do I want to use? Is this one too big to fit in there? This is my Old Faithful, used for a lot of stuff. And the grinder, of course, to take off lots of material fast. There it is. Boom, 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 boom. And oop. I want this one. This one looks a lot cleaner. I can't get my fingers down there. Ugh. There it is. And that metal round one. This one's also awesome for getting. Yep, I think that's all I need. All right. We are ready to go. Now, just in case my Dremel dies, I have a spare Dremel battery ready to go. So I am set. I am ready. I'm ready. Let's see. Too big. I was right. Burp, burp, burp. Oh, yeah, no. So we're going to use this one here. I'm going to work inside there. You know what? I'm using the metal one. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Frankie, thanks for joining us. Okay. All right. Here goes the carnage. I'm going to adjust this camera. If I get out of range, I should have had Mike on the phone so he could tell me, hey, adjust your camera, man. You know what? This metal one's not doing very good against that rubber. On to this one. Let's try this one instead. See if we can't get some more traction. That other one just was not cutting. It was just not cutting the mustard, man. There we go. the back of her head. There we go. It's like Alien. Alien, Teela! All right, I know I took off a whole lot more than I needed, but this way we have lots and lots of playroom. Oh, I sanded the wrong side. I meant to sand the top. Now I wish I would have bought two. So I may have to rebuild her up with some 2-part putty mix. I guess I should have tested that before I went all crazy town on her. Ugh. Ugh. Well, even that already is starting to look better. Not spectacular, but just a little bit better. Just a little bit better now. Okay, a little bit more sanding up in here. I hope there's something left, Todd. The main thing is protect the face. We got to keep that face. That face, that face, that beautiful face. Oh, here we go. Just scrape out some of the excess in there. So if I had two, I could show you guys the before and the after to side by side. It looked way better. Okay, so we are getting that hair just a little bit lower on there. That's looking a lot better. More like the cartoon. Still has a lot of forehead, but not obnoxious amounts. Trying to get all that glue off. Now for the other side. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Just jamming that down just a little bit. It doesn't take much at all to make a huge difference because these pieces are so small. But you know what? I'm just going to go down a little bit more. Oop, oop. Bloop. We'll drag that out in a minute and we'll stick it on her head and see how it looks. Let's see. Unicron says, yikes. It's like trimming the Christmas tree. Pretty soon there'll be no tree left. Just a little bit more. A little off there. Didn't you have a 10-foot tree when you first started? I did. But it's only 3 feet tall now. Yeah. That's what happens. Oh. And now I can dial it in exactly where I want it by tilting her head. And I think that is it right there. I think that is the magic spot. Right about there. Maybe a little bit more forehead. Okay, so before it was like that. And now, just a little bit of jamming in there. There we go. I think that looks a whole lot better. I know it sounds ridiculous, all that work just for that little bit of shifting, but that little bit of shifting makes all the difference, and now it matches way closer to Filmation. And her eyes are now in a better spot compared to the top of her hair where it's at. I'll probably do a little more cleanup work on here, but I am liking that. Let's go and stick it on her body and see how it looks. Put her alien head on there first. Hit in! Then we'll stick this hair on there. And we'll adjust it accordingly. just to not have her have quite so much forehead. We don't want bangs either, so we have to be really careful how we set it up. And I think that's it. All right, let me see you guys think. I still have to do some more trimming to get to fit right, and then I'll glue it in place. You can see on this side right here, right there is just a little bit I got to sand off to make it fit into her face. But as far as height goes, I think it looks way better. All right, let me see your guys' opinions. Hey, Cal, thanks for the cash. I really appreciate it. Hey, Vic. Cool. Thanks for joining us here. Yes, I think it looks a whole lot better. It matches so much more, I think, the actual cartoon. Now with that hairline just being pushed down just a little bit. Just a little bit. I know I love to work at Mattel and just fix little things like this because that just is driving me crazy. I just could not stand it anymore. I couldn't take it no more. Okay, now I'm going to fix the sides. I'm going to glue it on and we shall be done. Now, I have no plans of keeping this figure, even though I did all this, so I'll probably throw her on eBay later if anybody wants a custom hairline Teela. Because I had no plans on keeping her. I thought she'd be better. Sorry, you guys. I know some people think she's the greatest figure ever, but there is not a place for her in my collection. So if any of you guys want a correct hairline Teela, she will be up on eBay probably next week or something, or sometime soon. I'll put a link to it back in this video later on. I know. People think it's funny that I sit here and buy these figures that I have no intention of keeping. But I just had to. I had to try. I had to try. It's driving me crazy. Crazy. And like always, I'll start the bid at $1. So someone's like, you know what? I really hate the hairline you did, but I'll pay you $2 for it. And there you go. If that's the highest bid I get, that will be it. So much better. Once that's glued on, it's going to look really cool once I get the final. I still have to do a little more sanding on the inside, but so much better than the giant forehead look. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, now I think I like it a lot better. Why wouldn't you keep her? That's a good question. So many of you guys know that have been here a while is I have my top 11 figures, and Origins is not really my thing. My thing is classics. Now, if Origins came out a long time ago, Origins would be my thing. I mean, I love actually Origins better in a lot of ways than classics, but I already have a full, complete collection of classics, so I'm not going to start over with Origins. But there are some figures I really like a lot, so I purposely... You'll buy her like this. So I purposely did buy my top 11 and a few others that are just really cool and awesome. But I have no need for the cartoon Filmation ones. I really don't really care for them that much. They're okay, but not spectacular. So that is why I'm really probably not going to keep any of the Filmation ones, except for the ones that I very carefully customized for working in replacements. So just got to take this glue line off so the hair will fit tighter. All right. Yes, just about got it, so it will fit nice and tight. I just don't want that wig look on her once she's all glued back together. All right, that's looking mighty fine. Way more like the cartoon. Cool, cool. So there you go. I don't know. I might change my mind. If you don't see her on for sale next week, then you know I changed my mind. Todd's getting a close shave. Thanks, Frankie. I appreciate it. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me. That is the end of my plastic surgery for Teela. I will glue her back together. I might do a little bit more cleanup on her just to make sure that hair fits perfectly before I glue it on. But I am pretty happy with the results. And that will be cool. All right. Let me change my glasses back so I can see you guys, all your comments. Yes, good journey. Anthony says, I would keep her. A Turkish hair transplant, no cheap wig. All right. Good journey, everyone. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys next video. Bye now. Oh, like to say in the cartoon, until next time. Good journey. Bye now.